Welcome to the Lovestead.
Hello, welcome back to Lady Lovestead Reads. My name is Jessica, this is the vlog, and I'm reading a new release and an arc. Hope you enjoy. Hello, it is Saturday, and I wanted to check in with you and share what I've been reading. I've been reading Very Bad People by Kit Frick. This is dark academia, and it's about Calliope. She goes to a boarding school. This boarding school has a secret society that she joins, and she really wants to go to school at this school because her mother died in a mysterious way. She was in a car accident, and Calliope and her two sisters were in the car with their mom, and the car ended up in a lake, I believe, a lake or a river. The mother drowned and the sisters survived, but there's a lot of mystery about what exactly happened that day. And Calliope's mother went to this boarding school and was part of, everything that happened there. Calliope's mother went to this boarding school, and so Calliope is using this as an opportunity to try to investigate a little bit more about what happened to her mother and who might be involved in whatever it was that happened to her. And so far I'm enjoying it. It's got the classic themes of dark academia. It's got the secret societies, the elite boarding school, some spooky vibes, some tension, some drama. And I'm liking it. I am about 140 pages in, and we'll continue reading this throughout the weekend. I also wanted to share with you, one moment. I was up early today because I went to a yard sale that had some specific items that I was interested in. So this room where I film is my office, and back along this wall, I would like to build a cabinet of curiosities. And for those of you who aren't familiar with what a cabinet of curiosities is, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's whatever oddball items you can find that have some sort of meaning to you. And a lot of times you will see in these like mammoth tusks or taxidermied creatures or skeletons, seashells, that sort of thing. And so I have started building my own collection. So I wanted to share a couple of things with you on hauls, I guess. I guess you could call this a haul for the Lovestead's Cabinet of Curiosities. And I'm hoping that when I film in here, you'll be able to see everything that's back there, like when I do my monthly wraps and that kind of thing. So let me grab for you some of those items. First of all, I got a slip cover for the couch that I have in here. You might have noticed that the couch in here is red, and red is not my color. I actually quite dislike the color red. So I got a slip cover. It's a nice velvety plush slip cover in my signature color, sapphire blue. So we're going to cover up the couch with this and get it more within my color aesthetic, my color palette. So my color palette, what I'm aiming for everything in my life basically, is sapphire blue, gold, and then splashes of like white, black, and green, maybe a little plum here and there. But that is primarily the colors that I like to be surrounded by. So I'm trying to create a space where I'm surrounded by those colors, including my wardrobe. Like, I'm still building my wardrobe after going through kind of a big change in the past year. So anyway, tangent, let's go on to the next item. At this yard sale today, they sold some like rocks, like crystals and different kinds of rocks. I am not someone who believes in like crystals as like an energy thing. I just really think they're a beautiful part of creation, and I love them for how gorgeous they are. And I have some crystals at home already. So what I really honed in on with this sale, and this was a yard sale by a man who is a former geologist, and he had such cool stuff. So he had a bunch of fossils he was selling. So I got one of these ammonite fossils. The Fibonacci sequence is right in there. So cool. Any math nerds in the house? I got a trilodite, my first one. I don't entirely know what these are. I think these are like prehistoric bug creatures that existed in the time of the dinosaurs. I think that's what these are, but I could be entirely wrong, and if I am, I will look it up and get back to you later in this vlog. And then I think this might be my favorite item because it kind of just gives me chills holding it. These are like 100 million years old. They are mosasaur teeth. So the dinosaur, the mosasaur, which is like a lizard creature. So I have two big ones like this. There's the one, there's the two. And then I got three smaller ones. There's 1, 2, and 3. So I'm going to get some shadow boxes, I think, and hang along those walls to keep some of these items in. I have one more thing. I ordered a taxidermy butterfly, and this comes from the Etsy store Bug Under Glass. I raise butterflies in the spring. It's actually getting to be that season, so I'll start having my orders of butterflies coming in here soon, my caterpillar orders coming in here soon. So the package came with a card from Bug Under Glass, and then this like personalized thank you, which is really cool. And what I like about this particular company is how eco-friendly they are. So here's the package. I didn't just order a butterfly, I ordered it in a frame. So I'm gonna open it up here. I believe this is a little shadow box that it's in. Ooh, blue tissue paper, my favorite. Okay, and it comes with this card that talks about the company. So it says, Kevin Clark is an entomologist and artist living in Petaluma, California. As sole designer and fabricator, he hopes to restore a sense of wonder about the natural world that is fleeting in an increasingly urban and technology-driven world. Kevin's lifelong love and concern for insects and the environment led him to a master's degree in conservation biology, a scientific publication on ants, and unique experiences working in entomology departments of the California Academy of Science and Ezekiel South African Museum. His insect art combines his passions of conservation, science, and art. And then it has a section on conservation. So it says, The best way to protect plant and animal populations is to preserve their natural habitat. Bug Under Glass directly supports butterfly farms and insect ranches that help protect natural habitat. Insects used in these frames have been sustainably raised or bred on insect farms throughout the world. And that gives a link if you want to learn more about exactly how they do that. But I love how sustainable it is, how eco-friendly it is, so on and so forth. That's that. There's this little thing here. It says, it's got a quote. It says, aerodynamically, the bumblebee shouldn't be able to fly, but the bumblebee doesn't know it, so it goes on flying anyway. I love that. And here's my butterfly. This is a painted lady butterfly. Hopefully you can see it and it's not too much glare on the glass there. But it's a painted lady butterfly. I got a painted lady for my first one because these are the first butterflies that I've ever raised. So that is the start to my collection for the Cabinet de Curiosity at the Lovestead. So stay tuned as I continue to work on that space. Hello, lovelies. What day are we on here? Sunday. So it's about 1:20 p.m. on Sunday. Right, okay. So what did we do yesterday? Yesterday, I got some coffee. I went to that yard sale where I got my fossils. Then I did a bunch of cleaning. That's what I did. So I worked on cleaning my office and just cleaning up some other areas of my house. There's one other book that I'm reading right now that I wanted to mention. I'm going to pull up my Goodreads so I can tell you who the author is, because I don't remember that off the top of my head. This is an ARC that I got through NetGalley, and Goodreads always takes so long to load, doesn't it? Well, while that's pulling up, I'll just tell you a little bit about it. It is called The Clutter Fix, and it's about homemaking and like clearing out the clutter in your house. And so far, I'm not loving it. It has some really unnecessary fat phobic comments in it. And like, it's a book about decluttering your house. Like, there's no need to talk about bodies in this book. So that really rubs me the wrong way. Okay, it's called The Clutter Fix. The Clutter Fix, the no-fail, stress-free guide to organizing your home by Shannon Atchison, and its expected publication date is September 13th, 2022. So I only take NetGalley books that I know I'll be able to read before their publication date, so that gives me plenty of time to read it. But so far, I'm not liking it. I think that it has a lot of the same information that you're going to find anywhere else, just repeated. And she is a faith-based writer. She's a Christian writer. And that doesn't bother me, but what I don't like about it is it's kind of just thrown in there piecemeal. Like, she'll just throw in a random Bible verse, and there's no like good connection between the verse and cleaning your house. At least not in the way that I prefer Bible discussions to be. I hate cherry picking, when people cherry pick from the Bible and don't explain the context or the historical significance or the meaning around that particular verse and all of the different ways it could be interpreted. And there's a lot of cherry picking of verses going on in this book. And I don't know, that's where I'm at. How far am I into it? I'm not very far into it, but those are just my initial impressions. I think I am, 23% into it. So, okay. Very Bad People by Kit Frick. I made slow progress yesterday. The day before I read quite a bit of it, but I'm on page 150, so I didn't read tons and tons of this yesterday. I just was just chilling, just vibing, just enjoying life. And that doesn't mean I can't read, but there just were other things I wanted to prioritize yesterday. So Let me read you a few quotes though, so you can get a sense if her writing style is for you. This is page 61. I fall in line behind a girl with feathery blonde hair. Lee, Lucas, and Brett lead the way across Quadrant East, back in the direction we came from. We stay off the path away from lamplight. Halfway across, we take a hard right. Lucas leads us through a break in the tall trees that line all four sides of the lawn. It's just a row of trees, but the act of passing through in the darkest part of night, leaves and low branches clutching at my hair, feels significant in a way that pricks at my skin. Pay attention. I have the hazy, intoxicating sensation of moving from the ordinary world into some hidden reality. It's the kind of feeling you'd brush aside quickly in daylight, dismissed as childish or silly. But right now, it feels true, thrilling, impossible to ignore. Oh, that was pretty good. And page 83, she's talking about getting used to the campus. So, and also talking about the secret society. So I'm going to skip over a part. So this is a little bit out of context, but I'm just trying to give you a sense of the writing style. The others have a leg up. They are all beginning their third year here, know the arteries of this campus, its beating heart. I've been here for less than a week. I have not yet split tipped and open and seen its anatomy at work. I really, really like that. And then what did I mark here? Oh, this was kind of fun. She's having a discussion with another Tipton student about ethics and about making choices. And so this is page 100. Here's the thing, he says. Contemporary society places a premium on ethics, right? But we conflate moral authority with political authority. When systems are corrupt, we have a moral obligation to push back. Sometimes that means doing things that may seem unethical, but really what we mean is unlawful. Laws are created by humans, not gods, and they're not always right or good. So that kind of gives you a sense of the writing style. Maybe helps you decide if this is the book for you or not. And plans for today. Okay, so today I'm going to do some bullet journaling. I need to just woosah for a day. Like I'm feeling really relaxed today. And that's not a feeling that I get very often. I'm usually quite high strung, whether it's anxiety or excitement or whatever, adrenaline, who knows. But I'm usually quite high strung. I don't get to live in this feeling very often. So I'm going to roll with it today. And I'm going to do some bullet journaling and listen to some music. And then I want to go out to the barn and put in a good amount of time with the horses. I have not worked with Lady nearly as much as I need to be. And so I want to do some good groundwork sessions with both Lady and Doll tonight. And then I'll probably come home and read and just see where we go from there. I've been watching a lot of baseball lately. So question 1 for this vlog, are you a baseball fan? And if you are, who's your favorite team? Tell me down below and tell me why it's the Chicago White Sox. Question 2, as I'm pulling up my Spotify here, let me know down below what music you've been listening to lately. Because I'm starting to tiptoe back into the music world. Pie scratching or scratching post. She's really going at it. So I'm starting to kind of tiptoe my way back into the music world after not listening to anything except like Frank Sinatra for 5 or 6 years. So tell me who you like and who you've been listening to down below. That's a journey we'll have to talk about sometime if you're interested. If you are interested in knowing more about that, let me know down below as well. So those are the 2.5 questions for you so far in this vlog. Do you watch baseball and who's your team? What are your favorite tunes? the last time I checked in with you. I know it was several days ago, and I've been trying to get some footage of things that I've done the past few days. Excuse me, I'm on my lunch break. I had PTO, time off work, this past week. Paid time off is what PTO is. And I honestly haven't done a lot of reading during my PTO because I was kind of just leaning into some other things that needed to get done and that I wanted to spend some time on. I didn't finish a single book while on PTO, which is not normal for me, but it's okay because I still feel like I spent that time well, and I spent it doing things, like I said, that I wanted to do and that needed to get done. So I have read little bits here and there of Very Bad People by Kit Frick, this one, and it's reversed since I'm filming on my phone. But so you should have some footage, I think, of maybe like some critter videos. I'm building a chicken coop with a friend of mine out at the ranch where my horses are. And so I think you'll see a little bit of footage of that. Yeah, so I've really just been, I've been working on stuff on the farm, spending time with my horses, taking the dogs for long walks because it's really, really nice out. It's been like perfect weather. So that's what I've been doing. I have tried to read a little bit at night before bed so that I'm still, making progress on things, but I haven't read enough to feel like I needed to do like a full-on check-in with you. I've gotten through a decent chunk now. And so for this update, what I can say is I like what this book is doing with memory. I love exploring the idea of unreliable memory, of false memories that get planted. I like the psychological and biological mechanisms behind that and how writers portray those things in their work. And in this book, she's dealing a lot with this memory of her accident that she had where her mother dies and trying to piece together what of that memory is real, what of that memory is just things people have told her that she then has folded into her memory that she didn't really remember experiencing, but because people have told her so many times, she now remembers it. What parts of her memory are getting confused and her brain associating it with related things that didn't necessarily happen at that event, but that are somehow connected. And it's been a really interesting exploration of memory. I'm very much enjoying that. Still have quite a ways to go. I'm on page 236, and there are how many pages? 400 pages. So I have quite a ways to go yet in this book, but that is my update for now and what I've been enjoying about it so far. I like it. I like it. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm not finding myself wondering about this book, thinking about it, or feeling excited to get back into it. But I don't think that's because of the book. I think that's just my mindset right now psychologically. I'm so focused on doing other things that I'm just not all in with reading right now. So I would feel that way about any book that I picked up. And it's not this book. I think that if I was in a mindset where I really wanted just to cocoon at home and not go out and do anything and just really get into a good book, that this book would be absolutely captivating me and keeping my attention without any issues at all. So I am struggling to stay focused on reading right now, but that's just reading in general, and it's not a reflection of this book. So there's that. It's Sunday. I have finished both of the books that I've been working on yesterday. I did sprints with Joharra and Tiffany, and we sprinted for like 5 hours. And then I took off around 11 p.m. and when I left, they were still going. So we had like a nice long sprint. And I finished Very Bad People. And I don't know what I'm going to rate it yet. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm finding my rhythm with my channel here. And it's like, to get a sense for what I really think of what I'm reading, you need to watch both my vlog and my wrap-ups. Because in my vlog, I go as I read and give you quotes and like in-depth analysis of the different stuff in the book. And then I think I've decided I'm going to hold off on rating books in my vlogs. And I will tell you my actual rating when I do my monthly wrap-up. And I've had some time to think about it even further. So to get like the full boppity-boopity, the full story of what I think of what I read, watch both the vlog and the wrap-up. So I finished this. There was one more quote I wanted to read to you. There might be two more now that I'm thinking of it. Okay, yeah, so this is the quote where the title bings into place. They're talking about the history of the secret society. And it says, these are our most difficult campaigns and they have not always been a success. Tipton guards its own, even when it means protecting very bad people. Very Bad People, the title. That's on page 199. And then another good quote that I liked is on page 347. And the main character is reflecting on her growth since going to this boarding school and getting involved in all the twisted things that are happening. And she says, "Who did I think I was, playing detective, forcing the truth into the light? Murders linked across decades, a villain I could hate with every fiber of my being. Mama wanted to live in a fairy tale, and I loved her for it, but I judged her too. It's so clear now, so painfully obvious, I don't know how I missed it before. I am exactly the same. I've spent these past 2 months trying to twist reality into a story with good guys and bad guys, a terrible injustice, and a hero swooping in to ferret out the truth, set old wrongs right. But in reality, it's so much messier than that. The good guys aren't all good, the bad guys aren't all bad, and sometimes the hero just screws it all up." Love that. Love that. Especially in a YA. So with YA, like, you do have to adjust and adapt to your audience and their cognitive level and etc. So like if this was an adult novel, that might be pretty like, well, duh. But for a YA, that's probably really groundbreaking for some of these youngsters to read that. So loved that. Loved that. I will say the ending of this book, I'm not sure about. It's a fairly open-ended ending. There isn't anything super conclusive. And some people may love that, some people may hate that. So I'm putting it out there if you're considering reading it. I think I loved it. I think I loved it because the point of the story was not the outcome of the thing. The point of the story was the gray area between good and evil, ultimately. And how we decide where we fit in there. And so by keeping that ending open, we get to decide. And I think I kind of love it. I think I love it. I want to read more by Kit Frick. Impressed. I'm impressed with her. I'm impressed with her writing. I enjoyed the story. Was it tropey? Sure. Was it YA? Yes. But I really liked it. I really liked it. And I'm probably going to pick up more by her. I also finished the Clutter Fix. And what can I say about this one? So this was an ARC from NetGalley. There were some good things in it. Okay, so here's my thinking with this kind of a book. With this kind of a book, where it's about decluttering your house And there's so much information out there about cleaning, decluttering, and it's all the same. And you can find it across all kinds of different medias. I feel like to really write a book and add to that conversation, you need to be adding something new. You need to be adding your own take. You need to be adding some new perspective. And that's why the books, The Life-Changing Magic of Cleaning Up, or The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up, and Spark Joy. I forget the author's name off the top of my head, but it's really popular. You've probably heard of it. The reason those books were such standout books was because of the way the writer was able to put her own perspective and to make it a new, fresh idea. So like her new, fresh idea was the emotional attachment we get to things and like saying goodbye to each item, right? So this book, The Clutter Fix, did not add anything new to the conversation. It collected all of the information, all the different options, different decluttering techniques and personality styles. It collected and funneled that into one book. So if that's something you're looking for, there it is. But it was same old, same old. And I didn't like the fat phobia in it. Because again, in a book about cleaning your house, there's no need to bring up body size. And I didn't like the cherry-picked Bible verses without context. And I didn't like how much she drew from her own experience. She's not an expert in cleaning. She just says, this is how my family does it. And the way her family does it isn't generalizable. So even in the first couple chapters, she talks about, first clean your entryway, clean the linen closet, clean the coat closet. And like, girl, not everybody has a coat closet, right? Like, not everybody has a spacious entryway. So the information that she includes from her personal experience is not generalizable to a broad audience with a diverse array of living arrangements. This was not the book for me. It might be the book for you if you're looking for just like a collection of odds and ends and ideas about decluttering. Yeah, that's all I can really say about it. So thank you to NetGalley for the advanced reader copy. I'll be putting up my review of that here soon. Okay, I'm going to wrap up the vlog here. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that you're having a great month of May. And if you just want to let me know that you are here, go ahead and leave a graduation cap emoji. And until next time, make sure that you continue to read good books, drink good coffee, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye.